Hey there, my fellow necromancers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Death of the Isle, Episode 16, Orb of the Eternal. Crimson, you probably shouldn't be using that. So here's one of the issues is, actually, let's see. Let's see if he complains about recreation. Maybe I'm wrong about their understanding about recreation. Maybe I just, yeah, very impressive rec room. Okay, so let's fix this. Poor dining will not allow them access to these. Now, one thing I might want to consider is I might want to have them have access to a billiards table and a poker table that isn't a terrible room, because the advantage of the poker table is its recreation power is more powerful, meaning they get bored of it less often and it refills their recreation faster. Same with the billiards table. 161 power over just the wooden cups and dice, which is a 100 power. So it's, you know, and same with the horseshoe pin at 100 power. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to have Shield attempt to make another poker and billiards table specifically for the goblins and for the Urukai that aren't, you know, that will be placed in nasty rooms. Of course, he's I'd like excellent or better. The difference between good and excellent is significant. It's like a 15% rec power difference. Masterwork would be nice, same with legendary, but legendary requires a inspiration. All right, there's a good one. So I can stick it in like its own little cubby hole. Because what's going to be important is that these rooms are not nice to be in. Because if they're nice, you know, then it makes them upset. So putting in cheaper stools rather than nice bone chairs, for instance, like everything I can do to prevent it from being luxurious. And I'll do the same with the billiards. He did get the rec satisfied. The thing is, it's, okay, there we go. It's a bad billiards. It's definitely best if it's min-maxed. That way their effort spent recreating isn't canceled out by the fact that it was a nice facility. Watch all the stools be masterwork. If it's a cramped little room, that's probably going to be enough. Yeah, it's a dull rec room. So, fine dining, don't go in there, and don't clean in there either. I feel a little weird about making a segregated society. But it's for their happiness, which is, I'm sure, a lot of white supremacists said for desegregation. But, you know, we're evil, so, you know, it kind of works. So this is a mediocre rec room. Hopefully it's bad enough that it upsets them. If not, I mean, eventually it will become dirty enough with filth. Hopefully. So, these two rooms are going to be removed from fine dining. And then the others, recreation rooms, are removed as well. And let's, I'll just keep an eye. See if, when we recreate in this billiards room, hopefully it's upsetting enough that, they don't like it. Magic circles are done. So what to research next will be up to you. And I'll try to get a magic circle built. So if you went with magic, I'll probably go back to portals, or advanced scribing, or advanced enchanting, like one of the three. Agriculture would definitely be the being able to make mushrooms, lentils, garlic, onions. Armor. One could make the argument that armor would even be advanced enchanting, so that we can enchant our armor with like major gems. Or alternatively go for nicer apparel, helmets and the like, weaponry or other. Have you guys decide that? Now, if I did want a one of the magic circles, it's designed to kind of fit. I'm not really sure that I'm going to be able to afford one of the nicer magic circles initially, but well, let's take a look at the modifiers here. So I don't have the jade for the success chance. Uranium for duration and success chance wouldn't be terrible. I don't know how much uranium I have, or alkalium for the refund. So let's mine a little bit more uranium. Make sure to mine it with our best miner shield so that it doesn't waste any. How the hell do you get 2k gold? Stealing, trading, mining, dealer's pick. It's a high cost. That much is true. I might be able to go for the uranium one, but I have a very limited amount of uranium, so definitely don't have the plasteel, definitely don't have the gold. I could do silver. Silver I can afford, albeit barely, but silver would be doable. The advantage of the silver is it does refund material cost of things spent. Or our calcium. So if we want to do our calcium, I would have to start making our calcium, which is magicite, steel, jade, and silver. I might have enough jade to manufacture it in high supply. So I'll have a follow-up poll about what material to use for the circle. There is a little bit of unmined jade here, though. Maybe I can get more jade to see if I can make a jade circle. That might be a possibility as well. Let me scour the map real quick, see if there's other jade. I can also start to do mining tunnels for the mountain to see if there's other resources that I have not yet surfaced. If I had all the mats, what would I pick? Maybe the jade just for the success chance, because it really sucks to start a magic circle casting and have it fail. Because it's usually a lot of time and resources investment, and when it fails, sometimes it fails and like backfires kind of terribly. So maybe I would try for jade anyway. I'm not sure. Alright, looks like you guys want me to research armor stuff. Let me consider. So, what sort of armor do you want Shield to use? Urkai armor, which is not the strongest, but role-playing. Magic armor or toughest armor. So magic armor would be something in the magic tree, which would allow him to use his like blade mastery more frequently. That would look something like Paragon or Ancient Mail, where it's like regen costs and things like that. Or toughest armor. Toughest armor would just be in the medieval tree, probably adorned armor is toughest, with the highest sharp and blunt protection. So I'll have you guys choose that, because I saw that you had you had voted for me to research armor stuff. The other thing I could do is to start unlocking some of the elven gear, which can be made out of leathers, which paired with Thrumbo or Dare leather would be really, really powerful as well. I don't know how to say this. Noldoran elf helmets have pretty high sharp for leather. So I'm going to start the process of researching stuff for our mages as well. Because there's, while the mages would obviously benefit from caster armor, like wizard hats and arcane hoods, they don't offer a whole lot of protection. So you have to decide, do I want to cast more, or do I want to be able to take a hit? And looking at Crimson's body, being able to take a hit is also a factor to be considered. Looks like Shield might go for magic armor. I'll leave that up for one more minute. But if that's the case, that works for me. Owen, your catharsis is done in 2.5 days. Your organ harvesting. You need to be in pain, I think. Hey, Thomas. You're awake. Alright, don't let him punch your leg off. Intense pain? Alright, you need a little bit more punching. Oh! We might have punched a leg off. Well, that's nature of the business, I suppose. I'm just trying to make it more miserable, but it's tricky. Alright, so it looks like Shield might be queued up for magic armor. Got it. What magic circle to build? So let me make sure that I have the materials for the Jade one, but I think I do. I do. Alright, so we could do Jade for success chance. Silver for refund. Oh, you know, Arcellum is not in that list. There we go. Stone would be the cheapest. Uranium, I can't even afford uranium, so let me redo that list. Good job, me. Okay, here's the definitive list. Or stone would be the cheapest, and Arcellum, I would need to make a whole lot of. I'm not even really sure I have the materials for Arcellum, but I could try. Well, his certainty... Oh, he's abrasive. Yeah, so Olsen suffers from the whole is abrasive, so he's harder to convert as well. Great. All right, I think it's a bit of a runaway pull. We're going to go with Jade. Cheers. And oddly, it looks like Shield's going to be the one to manufacture it. So if I wanted magic armor for Shield, I think I already have the best stuff available to me. So Ancient Mail is a 55 sharp. Which isn't that great. Is there other... I mean, it's dependent on materials, I suppose, as well. There's also the Valiant. Oh, so the armor of the Valiant would be probably better. Yeah, we could do that. So these helms are 59. These helms are 61. I can settle for the 59s. The Balathrim elf helmets are totally appropriate for our mages. Now, the current priority is to build the magic circle, but that's actually about to get done. So here is the next pull. I'm going to revise the list a little bit. Here we go. Craft better weapons and armor. So if you actually want me to take advantage of some of the research projects that I'm doing, vote number 1. Scribing scrolls and using magic circles. Vote number 2. Improving defenses, creating magic of might gems to train slaves and prisoners would be 4. Changes to allow converts more quickly. I'm kind of already doing, so you don't really need a vote for 5. I'm not really sure if there's anything I could do better in regards to Bowen or Olsen. But, or 6, something that I'll have listed that you can pick. And we are hauling Magicite to the magic circle. It's getting done. So those are the helmets that I wanted for our mages. Let me compare it to the helmets over here. So Ranger Hood sucks. Got it. Then these helmets are not really magic wearing helmets. Okay. So I'm going to start to do enchanting gems, because that's also good for armor. And you guys want me to craft better weapons and armor. So let's start with armor for Shield, because he's the only one that uses melee. So it's going to be kind of important for him to stay upright. We're going to do armor with a Valiant. That's going to be the highest bang for my buck. And we'll make that out of steel. I don't have a lot of steel, but as things attack me, I can convert their gear into steel. We haven't really been stripping people very often. And Tal. Oh, you've already done those. So you are going to work it. Cool. It's a high steel cost, but I think it will be worth it. And here, as you can see, his magic is getting depleted as he's using the Arcane Forge, but the batteries are feeding him magic so that he can continue crafting. And it's done. It's not very high quality, but it does reduce the ability cost of using abilities and increasing the XP gain. And the other one we wanted to pair with that, and let me hide the pole because we've already decided, is the helmet of the Valiant. So I'm really using up like all the steel that we have, but it'll be worth it. He'll finally have some good gear. Then after I make that for shield, I could also consider weapons. We have the thrummed material. So I could do a thrum saber, which is haste on hit. And it's usable with shields and has pretty good base damage. I could go with the thrum axe for two-hander, which is ridiculously good damage. And high armor pen. Actually, just higher armor pen. Or one of these other specialty weapons. So the question is, should shield use a shield? Yes or no? Essentially, one-handers and two-handers. I know it's a weird question given that his name is Shield, but hey, no, Thomas, don't make that. This make with towel only. Yeah, you fill up the little mana banks. I need more steel? Yeah, I don't have a way of making more steel. So that's moot. But right now, all I really need to do is to outfit Shield. I could, oh, that's Arkelum? Dang, that's an expensive shield there. Could melt, oh, that's also Arkelum. It's probably not smeltable. I wonder, actually. Is it apparel? No, it's not apparel, because it's not a heater shield, right? They are Gondorian shields, so they're apparently not apparel. Are they weapons? Yes. Shield said nope. Well, that works for me. Let me just double check that. Oh, I'll do that in a moment. Well, keep it paused. Where did Shield say no? Please allow chat to vote. Your vote is irrelevant? Oh, okay. Well, then polls back on. Coastal Elves. Oh, Crimson, you are not in a good spot. I worry very much for you. Run like your life depends on it, because it does. Up north, they're not as dangerous as the ones in the south. Ow. Almost tore off his arm. Just keep running, just keep running. So, backup is on its way as fast as backup can. That was just unfortunate because it was hunting gazelles down south. You run that way. Break line of sight as much as you can. Everyone else is coming to come help as fast as they're able. So you are a warlock. Oh, interesting. You're unwaveringly loyal, though, so I can't convert you. Alright, buying Crimson some time. Tal, you probably can, yeah. Summon Thomas. You keep moving. Alright, Shield does not want to be tanking on his own. So as soon as he can get out of there, I will send him out. Ouch. Yeah, he's getting hit. Alright, putting Sentinel down. Shield still on your ground. Tau, get closer. Turnip, get closer. I saw the Z's from the bunny and I was like, Turnip took a nap? No, but it did look like it. Now, if I can get hearts, I want hearts. Ooh, Thomas, you leveled up. So Shield backed up. I'm going to have him stand guard. I mean, he's wounded, but he's usable. They are... So the defense pylon is tanking, which is great. And the group is fleeing. So we do have 2 people that could be heart donors. Fantastic. I don't have a... Well, no, that's not true. I could put a prison here. Will the top group flank? They're trying to. I'm not too worried about them because they weren't great in number. They're going to get smoked. Shield's getting patched up. Did I leave this? Yeah, I forced that open. No, you're almost all patched. Fantastic. This is why I wasn't particularly worried, because I can use my own defensive walls backwards and pretty effective. Now, you did mention I needed steel. So, anyone wearing steel can be stripped and their stuff can be smelted. Which applies to all of these idiots as well. Prisoners are getting moved. And then 18 and 5. Okay. The other thing I'm going to want to do if we're doing surgeries in here is I need to light up the area and ideally also put beds in there as well. Because surgery success chance is dependent on the bed quality. But the point is, we have possibly the opportunity to get an Orbit of the Eternal. Okay. Quero and Silden decides to rebel. Well, that's going to be a little messy. Grand Rebellion. Oh, you were just running out. Okay, Tal. So Guero survived the process. Tal. Sumo mana potion. Because I need you to summon some minions on Silden. Because I think minions do a lot of damage, but I think they're my best bet. Oh, well, he just blasted off his own arm. Okay. There might not be much... Oh, Jesus, don't do that. No, you killed both of them. Good job, I guess? Because you picked up a steel elf saber. There you go. Well, you're down an arm, but like, you know, don't rebel. Okay, you're about to die from being bleeding. Fix that quick. You're wondering if I had a choice between using an Orbital Eternal on a colonist versus a prisoner or a slave. Prisoners and slaves are so low on the totem pole rungs that I can't measure how much I don't care about them, I think is the way to say it. So if you're wondering if I'm going to put Guero or Silden back together, probably never, as I don't think they're ever worth it. So you are RimWorld, kind, nudist, and pretty. Well, we'll see how you like being those things without a heart. And you are trigger-happy, tough, and tortured. Well, likewise, I don't think that will matter when you don't have a heart. Okay, they're berserking. Minions! And you are going to be losing your skull, too. Where you're going, you won't need a skull. All right. Well, there's a lot of stuff to melt down for steel, which will be good in order to get shield weapon. I think we're going to go with Thrumba Axe once Tal is not so busy. He's been pretty busy. You don't need your skull either. Whoa, Olsen! So see this 88 to 38? That 88 to 38 was the catharsis of a oh no, that was a conversion attempt, I think. Man, that was a hell of a conversion attempt if it was. Damn. Strip this prisoner? Yeah, I could strip him. That would make him happy. Plus he's into that kind of thing. All right, looking good. We have 3 hearts now, I thought. Yep, we have 3 hearts. Which means, oh, Thomas is making an Orbit Eternal. Boom. Orb is complete. And there it is. I think I set this up to be the Orb of the Eternal stockpile, though. I'm not really sure why I brought it up there. Oh, because they're both important. So it drained these capacitors down by about half. It's really a significant investment in mana, resources, medicine, magicite. I made it expensive on purpose, obviously. The question is, what do we... Well, actually, I won't really have a chance to heal the leg, because if I remove the peg leg, it's going to pick one thing at random, kind of like heal serum is. So the best thing I could do right now is I'm just going to save in case it tries to heal the clavicle, which would piss me off and is not what I want it to do. Well, let's try to heal Crimson's arm now. Yep, his arm is restored. So now, if we get another Orb of the Eternal, I can remove the peg leg and use it and restore his leg. So there you go. Orb of the Eternal. I haven't, if you're wondering, uploaded that mod to the workshop, but I suppose I could. I just haven't bothered to get to it. It's not possible to transplant legs or arms. The only things that could be transplanted are internal organs. Heart, liver, kidney, lung. Those are the only things that are transferable. Yeah, Crimson, you got your arm back. Oh my god, stop putting your loincloth on. It's mine. Man, that catharsis is annoying. It's keeping him happy. So there we go. Here's our magic circle. And here's what we could do. We can alter the temperature with a heat wave or cold snap. So that is with, you know, wood or, what is that, steel? Name the wind. Causes high wind speeds for several days. Really not that useful to us. We don't have wind turbines. Psychic Soothe, Healing Rain. So Healing Rain, map is washed in Healing Rain. Nature's Gift, so causes random events to occur. Call the Wild, draws the attention of wild animals. Terrestrial Beacon, alters the flight path of falling objects to land nearby. Attract meteors, summon a giant summon skeleton, summon a giant skeleton, summon a possessor spirit, wandering spirits. Creates some sort of mystic weapon, like a Thrumbax, the Thrum Saber. Is that cheaper? That actually might be cheaper than making a Thrumbax or Saber from scratch. Cheaper to a degree. It depends if we have Thrum Horns or not. Three casters. I think Turnip technically might count as a caster. Arcane Augmentations, so applies numerous buffs to the colonists. Blight the wildlife. Manhunter, Arcane Inspirations. Divine Blessing. Show Mercy to Ailing Pawns. I'm not sure what that does exactly. And then summoning demons or wandering liches, which doesn't make sense for us because they're supposed to be allied with us, so it's not something we're going to do. Oh, look at that. His manipulation is back up to normal. We have a lot of dried meat, don't we? Would they be friend or foe? They would be foes, so it wouldn't make sense. The game has hidden factions, and I'll just show you for a second the hidden factions. The game has hidden factions for those sort of like enemies. So skeletals are hostile, elementals are hostile, some summoned beings are hostile. And the game isn't intended for those to ever be allied. So normally when you play the RimWorld of Magic, you summon demons and liches for the challenge of killing them, but like they're on our side as far as our lore is concerned, so we don't summon them for that purpose. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Death of the Isle, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 11th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Sauron faithful.